Do you want to know how to destroy your BIM project? Well, here are the 5 things to mess up your clash detection and coordination process. Let's run through all of them to understand what to avoid during the coordination and why it is important to run seamless clash detection. By the way, my name is Mariia and I have been working at New Vision Agency for almost 3 years, coordinating BIM projects, resolving construction issues, and running clash detection based on specific project features. And here I would like to share my process experience. Number 1. Using different or wrong coordinates. Miscommunication and unorganized coordination usually entail incorrect data flow, ignoring requirements, updates frequency, and important information that should be used by each subcontractor to apply the needed changes to their files and proper delivery. Using different coordinates is the result of missing information in the BIM execution plan, access to the project requirements, and late notices or project updates. So make sure that all project members have access to the correct and current information about the project. Imagine receiving subcontractors' model, merging them, and contemplating this situation. As a coordinator, you can probably understand that it's very time-consuming to align all of the models properly, struggling with matching point of connections and making the file suitable for clash detection. To avoid this, the information about the coordinates should be delivered to all project members, showing which coordinates should be used: project internal, shared, or any different type. And models should go through the quality control made by the model manager of each discipline. To make this easier for the subcontractor to check the model alignment and to align the models manually by the coordinator if something goes wrong, we usually add the coordinates cube at a specific grid intersection in the model and highlighting this in the BIM execution plan. Number 2. Ignoring naming conventions. This is important in different cases, starting with viewpoint naming, if you're running clash detection through the Navisworks, and to the model updates. Strict naming convention for the viewpoint helps with better organization, so you don't need to guess what the intent of the viewpoint is, when the issue is found, and who it is assigned to. If we are speaking about the model currency, it is essential to follow the naming convention to make sure that models that are exported by subcontractors are updated and uploaded into the merged model, and you can track all model versions. Using naming convention also reduces the time for finding needed files and makes this process intuitive. Number 3. Undivided and unorganized model categories. Using uncategorized models can mess up the accuracy of finding an issue or understanding which elements are used in the model, especially on low levels of detail. You can't define if this is a clearance or a floor box if these elements don't have any marks or parameters and just merged into a single group or folder. The most common issue that I face during the clash detection is not separating or highlighting critical framing from the fill studs and other framing elements. So you just can't see what can be moved until you run through the drawings, wall elevations, or asking the framing team. Same with MEP main lines and branches. Those are a bit easier to define than the critical framing, but if you really want to impress the coordinator with your model organization, add model categories. Avoid any of the non-named polygons and geometry. Number 4. Outdated design models. Have you ever struggled running through the architectural or interior drawings trying to confirm if the ceiling 8 or 10 feet? Because I have, trying to coordinate the ductwork around the wall that was not even on the contract drawings.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It takes a lot of time during the coordination meeting or clash detection instead of seeing the current information directly in the model. Make model audit from time to time to make sure that the model corresponds to the drawings, especially if you received a new revision or any markups to make model changes instantly. Number 5. Wrong export settings. Software can be unstable and tricky sometimes, exploding your clash groups, for example, making you run through already reviewed clashes trying to sort them back, or hiding unnecessary model elements instead of focusing on the important model changes and major items. Make sure that you export only required data with the correct settings and element IDs to avoid false resolve clashes and model dump. And here's an extra tip how not to ruin your project is to press the like button below and subscribe to our channel. Try not to miss the second part of this video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.